Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for joining with me today. Go ahead and find yourself sitting nice and tall, feeling both of those sitting bones underneath you and your pelvis vertical and long through that spine, shoulders soft. We'll have the arms at our side. Let's start by breathing. Inhale, reach your arms up, fill those lungs with air. And exhale, opening the arms, letting the shoulders melt. And try that again. Inhale, stretch, tall, tall, tall. And then exhale, coming on down. Good. Reach wide through those arms. Feel that stretch. And we'll take that lift up. Inhale and exhale up and over. Contract. That's it. And then find your side. Curve up and over on that diagonal, pulling your belly button in towards your back. And then we'll bring ourselves back to that sideways position. Inhale and exhale to come on up. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, pouring your spine over to the side, still feeling your sitting bone on the floor. And then exhale, hollow and contract. Feel that contraction, that scoop of your belly button up and in. And then coming back to our sideways position. And exhale, coming back up. Good. We'll just feel that reach through the arms long and we'll twist. Spiraling one side and then center and other side. Spiral and center. One more time each way. Spiral. Just wringing out our torsos and other side again. Very, very good. All right, let's bring our legs around to the side. And sitting tall, we're going to hold on to our knees, here your shins, or you can hold underneath your thighs. Contract and round your back, holding onto those legs, rounding across the shoulders. So you're feeling like you're making a little suspension bridge here, pulling your belly button in deeply. And then rocking forward, stacking the bones, feeling that tall spine. And again, just imagine you're painting the sky with your sternum. Lift your heart, keep the back of the neck long. Taking that little upper back extension. Come back to center and let's try that again. Contract, rounding your spine. Stretching across the upper back. Gently bringing your chin towards your chest. And then folding, rocking right back up on top of those sitting bones. Lifting your heart, opening the chest. Smiling collarbones. And then coming back to the center. Do that one more time. Contract and roll back. Still hanging onto those legs. And then we're going to peekaboo, shift your rib cage and look to one side of your legs where you're getting a little different shoulder stretch. And come back to center. And then other way, peekaboo to the other side, stretching across that low back. And back to center. One more time each way. Keep hanging on. Shift. Just taking a little look to one side and center. And then other side, shift. Deep breath. Good. Go ahead and continue to roll yourself back down onto your mat and give your knees a hug. So long through your spine, feel your tailbone reaching down to the floor and folding those thighs in, nice and easy. Maybe just take a little gentle rock side to side. Good. And then we'll take the hands on top of those kneecaps and move into your stirs, circling and massaging your low back, just drawing circles. And in the other direction, stirring in the bowl of your pelvis, massaging that low back. Great. And then back to center. Let's reach the arms up, palm to palm, opening. We're going to pause right before we get to the floor. So just hovering those arms an inch or so off the floor. Feel that stretch, that reach through the arms, that stretch through the chest. Big inhale. As you exhale, just dissolve, melt, and let the arms rest into the floor. Let gravity take over. And now we'll take a twist, reaching your knees up over to the left and roll your head to the right. So we're breathing into that lower back, again, opening through the chest and shoulders. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, scoop in the abdominals and bring your pelvis back to center. Your head comes back to center as well. Other way, knees to the right, head to the left. Nice stretch for that lower back. Easy through the hips and shoulders. Good. And again, inhale and exhale, gather abdominals in and bring yourself back to center. Good job. Place your feet now on the floor so that your thighs, your legs are parallel. I'm just gonna rest our hands by our sides. If you can, palms up. Take an inhale, exhale. Use your abdominals to imprint your low back. So I'm curling my tail a little bit and flattening my low back into the floor. Just feeling how that works my abdominals. And then releasing into that easy resting position. And try that again. Scoop and rock, feeling your low back meeting into the mat. And then release. Now go the other direction. Stick your tail feathers out, open and arch. So you're making a little tunnel under your back. And then release it. And do that again. Rock. And you might find that your head changes. Your chin comes towards your chest a little there. And then release it. Good. Now start like we did, rolling up to imprint. So we're rocking. And now we're going to draw a circle into the mat with our pelvis. So rocking the pelvis over to the left and then down, drawing that circle into that arched position and around to the right and then up to center. So you're just tracing a circle. If you were on the beach lying in the wet sand, you'd be tracing a circle into the sand with the lower back and the pelvis. Scoop and return. Now go the other direction. Pelvis reaches over to the right and drawing down, making a circle and to the left and scooping and contracting up. And try that one more time. All the way down, letting your spine reflect that movement. And up to the top. Relax back into your easy resting position. We'll start with that contraction. Now we're going to lift our hips up. So we inhale, exhale, scoop and contract, imprint that low spine, and then peel the hips up off the floor, making another bridge, lifting up. So our knees and hips and shoulders are one long line. Feeling that work underneath the backs of the legs there. Inhale, exhale, slowly unfurl one vertebrae at a time. Rolling back down to that easy resting position. Okay, we'll try that again. Inhale and exhale, scoop and peel it up. Feeling how you have to zip up your abdominal pants. Right, feel that lift. All 10 toes still even on the floor. Inhale. And exhale, roll it back down. Good, and we'll try it again, a little challenge this time. Exhale, scoop, healing it up. And find that long line from your knees through your hips to your shoulders. Keep your abdominals strong. See if you can unweight one leg and maybe pull it off the floor. Ooh, that's a lot of work. And return. Keep the hips lifted. Other side. Fold. That's it. And return. One more time each side. Keep that pelvis floating in space. Good. And return it. Other side. Fold. Waking up those hamstrings. And return. Reestablish your bridge if you've drooped. Inhale. And exhale. Roll yourself back down. All the way back down onto the floor. And once again, give yourself a little hug, burying those knees into your chest. And then we'll go into a bit of a hamstring stretch here. Extend your left leg long on the mat while you're hugging that right knee in. We'll take a few deep breaths there. And then we're going to open that thigh out to the side. So keeping our hips on the floor, so not rolling over to the side, keeping that left hip planted, opening that right knee. So you may feel some stretch in the inner thigh. Good, let's gather it back to center. And now take your opposite hand, left hand on the outside of that right knee. The right arm can just open to the side. And now spiral twist, bringing that knee across the body to wherever you feel a comfortable stretch there. Breathing open and through the ribs, into the shoulder and the chest. Big outer hip stretch. And then scoop your belly button in, bring your pelvis back to center. Feel both sides of the waistline, nice and long and even. And then we'll extend that right leg up, and you can hold on behind the thigh at the calf, or just hold on to your pant leg. That's okay too. Feeling that leg guiding in toward you, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg through those hamstring muscles. Deep breath. With each exhale, you might get a little bit closer in. And then we'll take a little rest here. Bend the knee and flex the foot, folding all the joints in. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach through your heel, extend the heel back up and feel that calf stretch back of the leg there, lower leg. And then point the toes, get a little bit more stretch. We'll try that again. Bend and flex, folding it in. Inhale there. And exhale again. Reach that heel up, stretch, push the sky away. And then point through the foot. Get a little bit more range. That's it. Keep breathing. Then we're going to lighten that leg, lower it down a little bit, maybe slightly bend it so your thighs are relaxed. You can jiggle the thigh there. Relax your hands at your side. We're going to draw circles now. Start with small circles. Inhale, go across the body, and exhale, circle that leg, drawing a circle on the ceiling. And again, inhale across and exhale. Now see if you can do this with keeping your abdominal seat belt strong. So our pelvis stays steady. One more time, inhale and exhale. Let's reverse our circles. Inhale, open away from your center, and exhale, circle, stir. Great. And open, and exhale, circle two. Relax the neck and shoulders. Put all that effort in your low belly. Inhale and exhale. Take one more gentle stretch. See if you have a little bit more room in there. And then lengthen that leg all the way down to the floor. And it just might feel a few inches longer than your left side. So we'll leave that right leg heavy on the floor. Do the whole thing other side, folding the left knee into your chest. Nice long deep breaths. Open through the front of that right hip and working that crease, that fold in the left hip socket. From here, we turn the thigh out and open it to the left, keeping our right hip placed, but feeling that inner thigh stretch across the left. Good. Inhale. Exhale, scooping your abdominals. Bring that leg back to your middle. And now we'll do our twist stretch. Right hand on the outside of that left knee. Left arm can open to the side. And then bringing that left knee across your body as far as is comfortable into that stretch for the lower back. Breathe deeply, opening your chest and feeling that stretch into the hip. Good. Exhale, scoop your abdominals in, bring your pelvis back to the mat. In alignment with your waistline long, we'll extend that left leg for the hamstring stretches here. And again, finding whatever works for you to hold on to that leg. Keep the neck and shoulders soft and easy. Send your exhales whooshing down the back of that left leg. Good. And then here we go. Flex and fold. Bend it in. Easy does it. Take a breath in. Exhale. Push through the heel. Stretch that leg back up to straighten. That's it. And then point through the foot. Maybe pull it in a little deeper. And we'll try that yet again. Fold and flex. Bend. Hinging it in. And as you exhale, reach through the heel. Find that full stretch. And point, maybe getting a little closer in towards you. Alrighty, now we'll go into those circles. So again, lower the leg a little bit, soften the thigh, hands at your side, abdominal seat belt with you. Go across the body first. Inhale and exhale, circle. One. And again, exhale, circle two. Again, inhale and round it up. Try not to wiggle wobble. Last time here. And circle. Let's reverse. Opening away from center. Exhale, circle down, around, and up. And two. And again, three. Feeling that strong center and movement through the joints from that place. Again, take another little stretch for the hamstrings. And then lengthen the leg all the way down to meet the other leg. Very, very good. All right. So now we're going to work on our rib cage arm exercise. Take your arms reaching up to the ceiling And we're gonna lengthen our arms overhead, but trying not to let our buttons pop of our vest. So keep your abdominals engaged and reach your arms as far overhead as you can without overly arching through your back. Then we'll inhale, bring the arms back up, and then just rest them at your side. We'll just do that one more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, feel that breath funnel and close the rib cage rather than letting it pop. Inhale the arms up and exhale down. Now we'll take that into our next exercise. So we'll reach and feel that connection to the core. Now from here, if you need to, you could bend your knees if you need a little extra help. We inhale the arms back up again. Now then, we're gonna exhale and nod our chin to chest and find that chest fold position and see if you can roll yourself all the way up. From here, reach your legs long and find that hover position. Hold it at your waistline and pulling your belly button toward the wall behind you as you reach your fingertips forward. Exhale, contract. Let your shoulders melt away from your ears and see if you can roll right down your center line again. If you need to, you can hold onto your legs. Okay, unwind, back onto your back, and again, challenge that support with your core as you reach your arms up. Again, rolling up, inhale, exhale, one vertebrae at a time, scooping using your abdominals, that's it. And then we take that forward fold over the legs, wide upper back, relax your shoulder blades, down the back. Inhale, exhale, lowest abdominals, retreat, reaching toward the mat. Keep breathing and unwind. We'll try this a couple more times. Inhale the arms up, exhale, smoothly peeling away. Trying to let the thighs relax and release as best you can. It's hard work. Reach and fold. Inhale. Exhale, roll it back down, shoulders melting. Good. And again, inhale the arms up and exhale, scoop. That's it. On this last one, we'll open our sitting bones, just rock side to side, and then fold a little bit deeper over those legs. Breathe into your low back and into the hamstrings. You can give yourself a little foot massage or calf massage while you're there. Nice. And then again, contract. Roll yourself back down again. All the way back down on the floor. Great. So from here, we're just going to pause in that little chest fold. So right where the rib cage comes to meet at your sternum, we're going to pivot and reach, just reaching toward the toes, fingertips reaching away from those ears. Reach the arms up on a little bit of a 45-degree angle here. You're going to keep your pelvis placed, and we're going to steer like we're drawing a rainbow with the fingers. So we're going to rock to one side, rocking to one shoulder blade, and then come back to center, and then rock to the other side. So we're working our waistline, those obliques. Come back to center. Try that again. Rocking up and over, bringing out the rib cage, trying to keep the pelvis placed, but feel the ribs move. Back to center, and again, zip up those pants, rotate. And back to center. One more time each way. Rainbowing over and back to center. I really feel this in my obliques. Other side, rotate and back over. And then just roll yourself back down. Well done. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And we're going to roll ourselves up to a sitting position and practice our rolling exercise. So big inhale, exhale, roll yourself up. And we're going to find a compact position here. So holding on to your ankles here. See if you can find that balance point just off your sitting bones. And shoulders easy, nice and compact. Pull your belly button so deeply inward that it tips you off balance. We're going to stay around. Inhale, rock. Exhale, try to find your balance. That's it. And again, inhale, rocking back. Exhale, rolling up. Abs are your brakes. That's it. Beautiful. Inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. And again, inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. Good. Now see if you can do it without holding on to your legs. Just make a circle with your arms. Staying compact in that shape. We don't use the arms at all. Inhale, rock. Exhale, your abdominals are your brakes. That's it. And 2 more. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. Massaging that spine out. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Place your feet on the floor. Open the knees apart and dive forward over your butterfly stretch. Relaxing the hips. Breathing into that lower back and into those creases of the hips. Good work. We'll roll ourselves back up. Bring the knees back in. We're going to move into a little bit more of our intermediate exercises here. So holding on to one knee. See if you can extend the other leg long and slowly roll yourself back. So you're in that chest folded position, holding onto your right knee. Left leg can hover a little bit higher. We're going to alternate these positions. We go inhale, change your legs. Inhale, change. Exhale, and exhale. Keeping your focus right through your legs at the wall on the other side of the room. So we're feeling that scoop in the abdominals. And again, inhale and inhale. Exhale, zip up those abs. And exhale. One more set. Inhale and inhale and exhale and exhale. Lower your head back down. Just rest. Rock your head side to side. Just roll easy through the neck. Good work. Nice. Now place your hands down on the floor. You might feel a little pressure into your triceps as you do this. We'll try our little reverse curl from here. So we're going to use that power in our low belly like we worked with our rolling exercise. See if you can peel the hips up and then roll yourself down with control. Scoop and peel it up and roll it down. Try to go as slowly as possible. Scoop and reach to the floor. Keep the neck long. Couple more. Scoop and return. Last time. Scoop and return. Good. Go ahead and roll yourself back up again. And we'll stretch the legs long and in front of yourself. Flex feet. Yeah. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Make sure that the pelvis is vertical here. So we're going to extend the arms long out in front of yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Folding at the waistline like you're curving over a basketball. Pulling your belly button toward the wall behind you, reaching those fingertips forward. Inhale, inflate, stacking the spine and lengthening tall. From here, rotate palms up. Serve the arms out to the side and lift your heart, opening, feeling those shoulder blades coming together. And then come back to your zombie position, palms downward. Exhale, deflate. Folding, folding, folding. Inhale, inflate, unfurl that spine tall. Again, rotate palms up. Serve the arms out to the sides and lift the heart, little upper back extension, stretching the front of the body. One more time here, softening the shoulders, long neckline. Exhale, deflate, contract. Stretching that spine. Inhale, inflate, stack it back up. Last time, rotate palms up, open through the thumbs, open the chest, arc and look upward. And then stack the spine, come into your position of palms flat toward the wall in front of you for saw. We rotate through the rib cage, keeping those legs placed. Saw off your ankle, reach, feeling that pinky edge, reaching on that diagonal. Backhand rotated palm up and extending through both arms. Inhale, roll yourself back up. And exhale, unwind. Other side, bring it out, rotate. And exhale, reaching on that diagonal toward the other ankle. Sending both hands away from each other. Deep shoulder stretch, hamstring stretch, low back stretch. Inhale, pull yourself back up, working those core muscles. Exhale, unwind. Again, wringing out that dish rag of the spine. Exhale, fold and compress, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, pulling yourself back up. And exhale, unwind. Feel how that changes the blood flow in the body. Other side, rotate, bringing it out. And exhale, fold and reach, reach, reach. Inhale, bringing yourself back up. And exhale, back to center. Excellent. Let's rotate onto your belly now. So finding your placement on your tummy, legs long behind you. And we'll extend our arms out in front today. Okay, so feeling the length in the front of the hips, gently pressing the hip bones down into the floor and still feeling that sense of lift through your abdominals. The head is just long, maybe just floating an inch off the floor. And we're going to take opposite arm and leg. So I'm reaching through my right fingertips and my left toe tips, reaching away and gently lifting up, maybe just a few inches off the floor. Exhale, return. Other side, opposite fingers and toes, left fingers, right toes, reach and float and lift. And exhale, return. Continue to alternate sides, lengthen and reach. Still feel the abdominals lifting up rather than pushing your belly into the floor. And lower down. Other side, float and lift, 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 and lowering back down. We'll come back to that idea in a little while. Bring your hands to your shoulders now, and the legs are just going to be long and relaxed behind you, or not lifting, in other words. We're going to reach out to the top of the head like you're pushing a marble with your nose and watching it roll along the floor. Abs lift. If you can, press into the hands and continue to lift up. Make sure I can still see your neckline, so long through the neck and shoulders. Deep breath in and exhale, slowly lowering back down, one vertebrae at a time. Coming back down to the floor. We'll do that again, reaching out to the top of the head, opening the chest, perhaps pressing into the hands if you can. Keep lifting your abdominals up and in, opening the front of the body, working the back of the body. Inhale and exhale, slowly lowering back down. And we'll go again, reaching out. Make sure as you come into this extension that you're not crunching the back of the neck. So you should still be able to speak or sing, keeping that back of the neck long. Let's pause here. Gently bring your chin towards your chest to stretch the back of the neck. And then roll ear to one shoulder, stretching the sides of the neck. Back down to the center, chin to chest. Other side, ear to shoulder, feeling that length through the side of the neck. Back down, chin to chest. Inhale, look forward again in your swan glory. Inhale and exhale, slowly lowering back down. Very, very good. Just bring your left palm in front of you to rest your forehead on your hand there. And bend your right knee. See if you can grab a hold of your right ankle or your foot and gently pull that heel in toward your seat, giving yourself a bit of a thigh stretch. If you're able to, press your foot into your hand and maybe lift that knee up off the floor to increase that stretch to the front of the hip and the thigh. Deep breath. And soften and release. We'll change to the other side. Bring your right hand forward. You can rest your forehead on that hand. Bend your left knee. Grab a hold of that foot. Gently pulling that heel in toward your seat. And then if you can, press your foot into your hand and maybe float that thigh up off the floor. Deep breath there. Stretching through those quadriceps. And exhale, soften and release. And come on down. We'll bring our hands and knees underneath us. Make a little coffee table with the spine. So from here, you're going to find that nice long length from head to tail, not letting your chest sink between your shoulders, but lifting your heart and feeling that lift in the low belly as well. Wide across the upper back and strong across the waistline. Now we did that opposite arm and leg business. We're going to try it in this position. So keeping your balanced coffee table, something fragile balancing on your back, you're going to try to slide the right fingertips and the left toe tips along the floor to extend. And then if you can, float and lift, becoming a two-legged table. Coming back down, fingers and toes to the floor, and sliding back to return to a four-legged table. Other side, see if you can keep that lift through your center and slide opposite fingers to toes and then float and lift, keeping energy out through the head and tail. Try not to arch to that low back. So let it all go. Keep that support. Lowering the fingers and toes and return. Let's continue to try this alternating sides. Abs are with you. Reach and float and return and fold under. Other side. Seamless transitions and float. Not very high, doesn't have to go very high. It's about the stability challenge and return. One more time each side, we'll add a little challenge. Do the same glide and slide. Float a little bit off the floor. Now, if you can, airplane your arm and legs out to the sides without losing your stability. Bring it back to your center line and lower it down and return. One more time. This is a challenge. Glide and slide. Abs are lifted. Heart is lifted. Float the limbs up. Airplane out to the side. Breathe. Return. And back down underneath yourself to all fours. Take your cat back. Lift and round your spine. Feel that stretch across the shoulder blades. Maybe shift a little bit back and forth, rocking from your knees to your hands in that contracted position, feeling the stretch change along the spine. Good, and then come back to your long spine. Slide the shoulders away, open your chest, shine your heart light out in front of yourself. And arch. Take that again, high lift, doming the spine, pulling your belly button up toward the sky, letting that head gently come down, and return to the long spine. Slide the shoulders back, open the chest, take that arch, and back to center. Now from here, in your coffee table, just take the right arm, see if you can airplane that right arm out to the side without tipping your coffee table over. And now we spill the whole thing. Spiral the rib cage, look up toward the fingertips, reaching up. Now pull the abs in and contract. Make that high dome as you thread the needle. Reaching that arm through that tunnel. Perhaps lowering down toward your shoulder, side of the head. Breathing into that back, into the shoulder. Good. From here, pressing into that left palm on the floor. See if you can find that same airplane position, coffee table balanced. And then transition, bringing the right hand down. Let's try to seamlessly transition to the left arm out to the side, keeping that lift with the low belly. And now tip the coffee table over, spiral and lift, reaching up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, hollow, contract, pull that belly button up and in, make that tunnel to thread through. And spiral twist, feeling that stretch across the shoulder, into the rib cage. Good. Exhale, press into this right hand. Find that length through your spine, through the head and tail. Airplane that left arm out. Bring it back underneath yourself. One more cat, rounding up and then slowly hinging back to sit back towards your feet. Maybe walk your fingertips as far forward as you can. Maybe let your forehead rest toward the floor. You can either stay here, or if it's more comfortable for your shoulders, you can rest your hands at your sides. And take a few deep breaths here. Filling your body as you inhale and emptying as you exhale. One more time. Inhale, inflate, filling your whole back, lift and change, filling up with oxygen. Exhale, releasing. Good. From here, we'll roll ourselves up and lie on your side. And we're going to have our knees bent. Okay, so just like your stacked shoulders and hips are stacked and you're just long on one side, you could lie long on this arm if it's a little bit easier. This front hand can be your kickstand of support. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you can stack your hand underneath your head, and then this hand can be on your hip. So we're going to work on our wave today. So we're going to start with our top knee opening without rolling backwards. We're rotating, opening the door in that hip joint. Now lifting this top foot and then closing it, inwardly rotate, knee closes and then foot closes. So it goes open the knee, lift the foot, close the knee, feeling that internal spiral, and then the foot closes. And as you go, we want to smooth it out so it's like a wave. That's it. Open, open, and close, and close. That's it. Keep moving that thigh, keeping the pelvis steady, brick wall behind your back here. And again, lift, and lift, and lower, and lower. I'm trying to keep my waistline long here, so try not to hike it up. And lower, and lower. Again, lift, and lift. We're starting to feel this work through those rotators on the glutes. Again, lift, and lift, and lower, and lower. Good. So take this leg across. You can either cross it on the floor or you can stand it up on the foot. Lengthen your bottom leg. Flex that foot and rotate it, turning out. So we're feeling those other rotators on the opposite side. And now we're going to work the inner thigh. Keeping the legs straight, we're going to lift up and down without touching the floor if possible. Up and down. Breathe. And lower. And lift. And lower. And up. And down. And up. And down. Two more. Lift. And lower, and lift, and lower. Relax that leg. Fold this leg if it's not already there. We'll take both hands, stacked like a book. Rest your head on the floor. Top arm slides forward beyond your bottom arm, and then open that big book. Let your head roll on the floor. Take that amazing spiral twist, stretch. Releasing, relaxing. Good. And then reach to that arm and close the book. And before we go to the other side, roll onto your back. Whichever leg is this crossed over front leg is going to casually cross that ankle over your other thigh, like you're sitting in a chair. And then we're going to fold the legs in and clasp the hands either underneath that thigh or on top of that shin. So we're kind of in this pretzel shape. Pulling the thighs in towards your chest and rooting your tailbone down. Reach long. Feel that length through the whole axis of the spine. Breathe deeply into those rotators we just worked. Maybe take a little investigative search, side to side shifting, finding other tight angles within the hip. Easy with the head on the floor. Good. And then unwind those legs and we'll change to the other side. Rolling yourself over and finding that same position on the other side. Hips and shoulders stacked, one on top of the other. Knees are bent. And we're keeping our pelvis steady, working that isolated movement in the hip. So we lift our knee, lift the foot, internally rotate, knee closes, and foot closes. And again, long through the waistline, lift and lift, inwardly rotate, knee closes, and foot closes. Now continue to do this, smoothing it out, keeping the breath flowing, lift and lift, and lower and lower. It might be a little harder on the second side. These muscles have already done some good work for us on the first round. Rotate, rotate, close and close, rotate, lift, lift, coming down with that wave, two more times, lift, lift, lower, lower, keep breathing, lift, lift, and lower, woo, lower. We'll take that front leg and either cross it here or stand it on its foot, whichever feels best to you. Reaching that bottom leg long on the floor. And we lift that leg, flex the foot, and rotate it to expose that inner thigh to the sky. Here we go. lift, straight leg, and lower, and lift from that inner thigh, lower, and up, and down, and up, and down. Let's go 4 more, up, and down, lift, and lower, 2 more, lift, and lower, last time, floating it up, floating it down, release that foot, well done. We'll take that leg across, we feel that nice stretch through the hip, hands stop, head rest on the floor, slide that top arm forward, and just open the book, spiral the chest, breathe across the front of the body and into that low hip, lower back, easy neck. Great job. Reach to that arm, close the book. And then just rolling over onto your back, we'll do that pretzel stretch on the other side. That top leg will casually cross over, ankle over your thigh. And then bring that pretzel shape in, either clasping the hands around that thigh or on top of the shin. And again, bringing thighs in as you reach downward with your tail. Feeling that oppositional stretch. Send those exhales down where you need them. And again, maybe take a little rock side to side. Easy does it there. Good work. Nice. And again, hug those knees in. Great. And roll yourself back on up. We're going to find ourselves in a kneeling position now. So if you need extra padding for your knees, this would be the time. You could double up your mat perhaps, but we're going to come up to a kneeling position. And I might be slightly out of view, so I'll have to peek at you a little bit. So we're going to try to find that place where your pelvis is straight ahead, that you're not sitting backward like this, that you really want to feel vertical through those hips here. All right, we're going to extend one leg out to the side, and I'm resting on the sole of that foot, parallel, and the arms extend out to the side. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to tip ourselves over and pour ourselves out. Maybe reach that hand to the floor so that your shoulder's over that hand. Take the top arm and reach long. So we're feeling that stretch, reaching down through the heel and out through the fingertips. So double duty stretch, side waistline stretch and hip stretch. Good, breathe here. Exhale, reach further. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring this arm back up to the ceiling. Reach down for your foot. Use your waistline now to bring yourself back up. And we'll march it out to the other side. Get the blood flow going. Other leg out. Feeling that reach down through that side of the ankle. And arms out in a T shape. And once again, tip yourself over, keeping the hips forward. As you pour yourself over, feel your shoulder right over your hand. And reach, taking the top arm on that long angle now. So you're feeling that arc all the way from your fingertips down to your heel. And a few deep breaths here, letting some blood flow come to your brain. Exhale. Good, and again, inhale. And exhale. Opening the rib cage. Inhale, the arm comes back up. Exhale, use your waistline to bring yourself back up. And again, release. I'm going to turn sideways now so you can see this. We're going to come down to our hands and knees again and stretch the back of the calf, reaching one ball of the foot backward, pressing my weight back away from my hands and trying to squish that heel down toward the floor, really stretching out through the calf. Good. And then exchanging other side. Other ball of the foot reaches back. Press your weight back. Lengthen that knee long. Stretching out the back of the lower leg and the sole of the foot. And return. Now then, if you can, we're going to tuck both toes and press up. Lift your hips into a downward dog position. pressing out of the hands and out of the feet, lengthening those limbs as long as you can. Have that sense of lifting your low belly up and in. Deep breaths here. And if you need to, you can tread through your feet or bend your knees. That's okay. And then from here, soften and bend your knees and slowly walk your hands back toward your feet, letting your chest just rest over your bent legs. Let your head release. This is a good place to, again, practice that deep breath, breathing into your back space. And then ever so slowly, bending and curling your tail under, slowly, slowly roll yourself back up to slowly stand. Your head will be last, and really rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And once you come to vertical, just shake out your legs. Relax, relax, relax. And we'll just take 2 deep breaths, standing in parallel, again, feeling that length through your whole spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up and reach up. Inhale. And exhale, open those arms. And one more time, sweep the arms up, looking upward. And exhale. Well done, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Thank you.